Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're taking a trip into my tackle box. It's my Musky box, liquid box. I really like it. It's a really good box, pretty much indestructible. So let's go through it. This top compartment unzips here. Got my leader making stuff. I make all my own leaders. Stuff that it's way cheaper than buying made leaders. 124-pound tests. Straight wire leader. Here's one right here that I made. Just snap swivel wire. Not that hard to make. I also keep super glue when my mother or my sister or whoever is done gluing their nails. Super glue. I take the super glue. Awesome for sealing soft plastics or sealing up baits, whatever. Amazing. It's better than all that Mendit and stuff like that, in my perspective, anyways. So, that's in the top compartment. Let's go open the hatch here. So inside, okay, I keep my bins. Here, got smaller bins, bigger bins, whatever. I don't really like carrying the entire box wherever I go. I don't normally fish in a boat. I fish on the shore a lot, and I ride my bike or drive down there or whatever, and it's really hard to carry this giant box on me, so yeah. Let's get started with the first thing here. First up, got the jitterbug here. Awesome bait, top water, small, I know. Where I fish, it's river, Triple River actually. The fish there, they seem not to go after that crazy big meal, and it's awesome bait. Love it. Subtle top water, crawling type motion. So it's pretty good. Love that bait a lot. Next up here, we've got the Musky Innovations reel fish here. Is what this is called. It's in a sucker type pattern. Yeah, I like this bait a lot. It's got a really heavy head here. There's a lot of lead in this head, so when you cast it, the bait goes down straight. When you start reeling it, it's actually got this downward type motion thing when it goes through the water. It's got this enormous tail here, this big flapping tail, curly style tail. It's awesome bait. Really nice presentation for the fall, the summer, or whenever you want to fish it. I prefer it in the fall because that's when those muskies are up on them suckers. Next we got Musky Innovations Bulldog here. Awesome bait. If you don't have one, you need to get one of these. This one was 15 bucks. You don't have to get like those big expensive ones I found. This is just a simple black. It cost me $15 at the bait store. Awesome bait. I've caught more muskies than anything else in this entire box. These things work. Spring, summer, fall, winter, they work. This bait here, I actually dug the front hooks through my arm. These aren't the actual hooks that were in my arm. The hooks are in my bedroom. I have them hanging on the wall. So yeah, this bait's awesome. You can crank it right in, let it fall, jig it. No wrong way to fish these things. They're amazing. Got another one here. This one, as you can see, is bigger than the original one. They come in a lot of sizes. Spring, actually micro spring, original Magnum and pounder. This is the Magnum size. It's got a hole up here, which means it's a shallow dog. It runs shallow. This bait's actually lighter than that one I just showed you, that black one there. Which means it gets a lot of hang time, hangs right up there at the top half of the water column. When you jerk it, it kind of comes up and it just hangs there and slowly goes down. This is kind of a walleye type pattern here with a big orange tail. I really don't know the official name for this pattern, so yep, that's that. Next up we got the Hellhound. Awesome little bait here. As jerk bait, glide side to side. Jerkbait's really awesome, especially the gliding ones. You can get whatever ones you want. You know, it really doesn't matter. Phantom, Hellhound, you get Squircos, whatever you like to use. Jerkbait's really good though. Don't have one, get a jerkbait. You will be surprised what these things can do. This is no black type pattern. Awesome bait. Run that bait year round. Next up, Belieber. Also a bait. It's in the jailbird or bee, whatever you want to call it. It's got two eyes here. Top eye is for cranking it way down deep. I believe it dives 22 feet, is what the website said. So dives really deep there. And this bottom one, if you reel it real nice and slow, she'll actually creep along the top, and it'll be top water, or subsurface, or cranking it down just a couple feet below the surface. Now some bait there. Then we got the jointed model. This is a little bit bigger. So yeah, we got the Fire Tiger on one side, and then we've got Cisco on the other side. So see that? Excuse me. Awesome little bait here. I really don't understand why you got two sides. I don't know, but jointed, same thing with the other one, two eyes, and these guys have rattles. Don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's got rattles. Awesome bait for whenever. Next up, we got the hog teaser. As you can see there, hog teaser. It's like Suic type bait. You know, it runs down. I think it's a little easier than the Suic because Suic normally doesn't catch all the time. You gotta jerk it a certain way and whatever. I'm not gonna get into that, but it's got this nice curly tail on the back, give it a little extra action. Awesome bait. I'm going to pause the video. Alright, sorry about that. I just had a little something in my throat, and I don't know, we got to get a drink of water, so we're back here. Got the hog teaser here. And then we've got the other color here. This is a chartreuse type color. A little different, same thing with the tail. Runs kind of nose down and kind of gives a little side action. Awesome bait, love running this guy in the summer. And then we got the hog dancer. That was hog teaser. Just same thing, no tail at the end. A little bit more of a cruder model. You know, just this is in the pike color. Same action, you know, you just don't got the action of the tail, which sometimes, you know, muskies don't really want that. Whatever the fish wants, I guess. Going back in. Next, we got a version of a Suic. It's called a slow tease. Same people that made the hog teaser and dancer. It's in a weird type of color. Don't know what you guys should call it. But awesome little bait. You know, haven't actually got to use this one yet. Just got this one here, and yeah, you're gonna try it out this summer. It's fall right now here in Wisconsin, so November, soft plastics, so I'm not really worried about this Suic. I know there's guys who do use them, but not around here. Next we got the topwater jerkbait, walk the dog, glide bait, whatever you want to call it. You know, just goes like this on the top. It's got rattles here, deep rattles. It's in kind of like a white color. Then we've got another walk the dog and Fire Tiger here. This is wood. That other one was plastic. This one does not have any rattles. It's a smaller version. And then we've got the longer version here. If I can get it out, they're all tangled up together. Put your baits back right. Longer version here is in like a clown type color. Love these walk the dog style baits. really awesome for the summer. When those fish really don't want those big baits that are splashing around. You just want something nice and simple that glides, gets out of the water. It's also got rattles. I mean, I guess it's just whatever mood the fish are in. So, hook myself there. Next up, we got a little spinner. Just a little spinner for the spring or when the cold front. Want to get them fish moving. Real tiny, fine spinner here. And what else we got here? Next up, we got the top water bait. It's got this two props here. On its goes across the water. Love this bait too. That's what the fish see at the bottom. It's kind of a fire tiger too. Two props here. It's got two props on the inside. I like this bait a lot. Next up, we got the grandma. Like this is in the 9-inch version, shallow. It's got a nice red head, clown color, I guess they call it. Awesome bait, minnow style profile, skinny bait. You jerk these guys. Whoops. You jerk these guys, and they jerk, and they go, and they swim around and whatnot. Awesome bait. Or you can just crank them right in, troll them, whatever you want. So, really awesome bait there. Next up, we got the boo tail. It's a bucktail, brown bucktail, gold clevis on it. It's got this little end tail thing going on. It's got two trebles, one up front, one in the back. A lot of fur on this guy, a lot of fur. Awesome bait, summertime bait. Run this thing fast through weeds, burn them in, whatever. Awesome bait, love it. Next up, this was actually custom made by my cousin. And nice big chunk of fur on there. Red hook in the back. Little spinner, clevis, whatever you want to call it, on the front. But it's big profile bait, big profile bait. You know, when they're at the end of summer, they're trying to feed up a little bit, or want to run big bucktails. That's when I run this one. It's got red in the back. Great bucktail. Great bucktail. Now this one here is custom painted. It's called a Boggs Custom. You may have heard of them. They're not real like wide. I know you can get them on Musky Tackle online. I actually got this bait here because I found this guy who makes his own custom baits, and I found it, and he said, "Hey, I'll give you this. Thank you for finding my bait." So, big 15-inch bait here. It's called a swimming shad. This bait's big. It's really hard to cast it too. So, you should get see the looks on people's faces when I bring this thing out and I cast it, and everyone thinks big fish jumped out of the water. So, big bait. Use this guy on lakes. Not so much on the river I fish, but when you got some 50 inches around, they don't pass this guy up. So, let's see what's next here. He's all the way down here at the bottom. This is a man's crankbait. Really big lip. And you can see that lip's kind of curved there. Really deep diving crankbait. Not so much big crankbait, but deep. Trolling. Perfect trolling bait. Really rattles them up. You can cast it. I prefer not to cast it because it's just so deep and it digs, man. It digs. Your rod just bends right over when this thing starts going. So I use it a couple times, you know, when I twitch it around. So it just depends what you do with it. So this bait, I don't actually know what this bait's called. So I'm just a topwater plopping bait with a bucktail in the back, and it just gives a nice presentation. This bucktail stays on the back and dangles down, and you stop it, kind of teases them. So that's that one. I also got this one. Does not have the bucktail. It's quite bigger too. Big plopper bait when they really want it loud and fast. You just really want to run this bait hard, fast, right through the water. Big pops. You can run it slow. I run it slow. Not as much as I run it fast though. So great bait for midsummer. Then we've got Storm Flat Stick. This is in like a mini version. It's jointed. Awesome little bait. Got rattles. Like on this guy in the spring when they're keyed in on the little shad and little perch and stuff. So great little bait. Great little bait. And then we've got the other one here. This little white little guy. Same thing, just not jointed. So it's got a nice rattle in it. Then we've got their parents here, the giant flat stick. Got this one in perch in a gold color. Big wide wobble. It just click, 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 click. It's got those rattles in there, just slow rattle. You can jerk it and kind of get them whacked up, whatever you want. Stuff to the angler. Heard a lot of good things about trolling them. So yeah, I really like that bait. Nice bait, good bait to run, especially in trolling. You know, I mean, a lot of guys now are trolling and stuff, and those big crankbaits are really key. I mean, but you can catch crankbaits. I do it all the time. You know what? Don't always have to troll crankbaits. I mean, people see musky crankbaits and they think I'm trolling. You really don't have to. This is another custom bait that I got from that guy who I was telling you about. He gave me that other big lure here. It's a gliding crappie. It's made by a guy named Chad. Don't know his last name. I do know his first name is Chad though. Makes these custom baits here. I don't think he sells them. So this guy, I believe, got it because of like handing it down and stuff. So now I have it. Awesome bait. Really realistic looking. So good, heavy, thick bait. See, it's a glide bait. And then we got the boo tail. No, this is not the boo tail. This is the ghost tail. So many tails. Kind of a grayish, white, red color. Nice spinner. Not the prettiest looking bucktail. As you can see, it's an old bucktail. You can pick bucktails up at garage sales, whatever. They're all bucktails. They all work. You don't always have to go with that brand new bucktail. I mean, even though we all want that brand new bucktail, you really don't have to. Old bucktails work just as good as the new ones. Sometimes even better because they're built a little stronger, actually. So, and then we've got this one here. I actually found this bait up in a tree. My friend did. He gave it to me. Same people. Ghost tail double. It's got two black. Awesome bait. Love running this bait. Had a couple follows up with this one this year, so we'll see where she takes me this summer. I got the follow-ups in September, so we'll see what she does this summer. And last but not least, we've got the world famous kicking minnow. It's perch color. Storm makes these things. Awesome little baits, I must say. You crank them right in and they just kind of swim. Or you can kick and twitch them around and they plop and they just kind of slide and they kick. Hence the name kicking minnow. Awesome bait. Love these things. I know a guy who works with my mother. He had that same bait, caught a 47-inch muskie 2 days in a row with that thing on the Chippewa. So awesome bait. So that concludes our video. Please like and subscribe to to my channel. I should have a lot of good videos coming up in the future. I just started this YouTube channel, so you're going to see a lot of muskies being caught, I hope. I hope I can get out this weekend. We're talking about taking the boat up. So, stick around.